How do you troubleshoot exploding capacitors and melting components? Imagine a circuit board suddenly smoking or a device shutting down unexpectedly. These are signs of serious failures like exploding capacitors or melting parts. Understanding how to troubleshoot these issues can save you time and money. When components fail this dramatically, it often points to underlying electrical or mechanical problems. The first step is a careful visual check. Look for bulged tops, leaks, or blackened areas on capacitors. Melting parts might show discoloration, burn marks, or warped shapes. These clues help identify the failure zone and possible causes like overheating or incorrect wiring. Next, verify the power supply voltages with a multimeter. If voltages are too high or fluctuating, they can damage components. For electrolytic capacitors, ensure they are connected with the correct polarity. Reversed connections cause internal shorts and can lead to explosions. Check for voltage spikes or ripple currents that exceed component ratings. Testing individual parts is crucial. Measure the capacitance of capacitors and resistance of resistors to see if they match the specifications. Faulty capacitors often have reduced capacitance, internal shorts, or leakage currents. These issues cause overheating and eventual failure. Using an oscilloscope to trace signals can reveal abnormal waveforms or voltage drops. These irregularities often point to the faulty area. For example, a sudden voltage spike at a capacitor's terminals might be the cause of its explosion. Thermal imaging cameras are helpful too. They can spot hotspots on the circuit board, indicating components overheating before they fail completely. Overheating can happen from excessive current, poor heat dissipation, or faulty parts. Mechanical issues like cold solder joints or solder bridges can also cause failures. These are tiny cracks or bridges in solder connections that create intermittent shorts or open circuits. Using a magnifying glass or X-ray inspection can find these hidden defects. If you suspect a component is damaged, replacing it with a known good one is a good test. But be cautious. If the root cause isn't fixed, the new part might also fail. Common causes of exploding capacitors and melting parts include overvoltage, reverse polarity, high ripple currents, or prolonged overheating. Manufacturing defects or low-quality components can also be culprits. Environmental factors like moisture or dust can worsen the situation. Sometimes, design flaws such as inadequate voltage margins or poor thermal management are to blame. Troubleshooting these failures requires a mix of visual inspection, electrical testing, signal analysis, thermal checks, and mechanical review. Finding the root cause helps prevent future problems by fixing design issues, improving assembly quality, or replacing faulty parts with ones that meet proper specifications. Each failure tells a story about electrical stresses, material limits, and the importance of thorough testing and quality control in electronic manufacturing.